Today I'm playing a solo run game of Hole.io, and after I'm finished with the game, I'm going to go back through and explain some tips on how to make a successful 100% run. Kind of what I did. Okay, so this is the very end. I have not gotten 100% yet, and I don't know where anything else is. Okay, so you can kind of look, oh, right on the right corner of the screen, it just, or the right side of the screen, it just ran off. There was a guy over there, and he ran off the screen. He's still running around someplace. That's one thing I missed. Oh, it's hard to see anything else that I'm missing here. I'm sure there's a couple manhole covers, maybe some light posts. Nothing is showing in the view that I have right here at the end. Oh, okay, you can see the guy running. See where it says reward 100 and a star? He's running right behind the star right now, right behind the 100. You'll see him come out here in a second somewhere. Oh, he's running right toward the mouth of my cat. He's going to come up. Oh, there he goes. Top left corner of that big white square. So there is a police officer running around on the screen, but I'm sure there's something else because this game is 99.82 and I've gotten to 99.91. So obviously there's at least two things left over somewhere. Actually, my 99.1 game, I think I saw two things left, so there's probably at least three things left somewhere on here. Anyway, I'm going to hit continue and play, and I'm going to go ahead and go through what I did to be able to clear off the screen, except for whatever I couldn't see. Okay, so basically, the idea is to find the big park. There are cars here with a little blue arrow on the front of them. They're always pointing at a park, one park or the other. This happens to be the park I'm looking for. I just know that because I know the map really well. The map is always the same, but it rotates. The view of it rotates. I just grabbed that guy that was running. Those guys that were running are... If you see them running around, they run around in a good portion of the screen. So you want to try to get them, don't go way out of your way to get them, but if you have to just kind of go back a little to get one like that or something, go ahead and get it right away. Same thing with the cars, because there's another guy that's running. Because the cars can drive to the opposite end of your screen, then you could be at the very end and you don't even know what you're missing. I mean, there could be a car driving at the other side. That's happened to me before. There's 7 cars altogether. The key is to get to this park right here. I don't worry about completely clearing off that park. See, I left some stuff. I left that over there. I left a person, a piece of fence in the middle. Don't worry about that. I go down and around through that strip of trees in the center and down to this park. At this point, I eat up all the cars and this other, whoops, I made a mess over there, and this other park. Then I work on these apartment buildings. So all the time, I'm counting how many cars I've gotten to. Okay? When I get these apartment buildings at this point become pretty easy to chew up because they're so small. I like to get to, see the spot where I am? That group of apartment buildings that I just chewed up and this one that I'm just chewing up right now where it stopped. Those two are the two apartment building complexes I like to have completely wiped out, and those two parks before I get to the 60-second warning. Now see how big my mouth is? I am headed to the left there, and see that park that I initially worked on? And there was that gray thing and the piece of fence or bench and the person that's dancing around in the middle. Those things are actually going to be easily swallowed up by me on my second pass through. So I really don't worry about those all that much. And so I'm going to do one more run. Hopefully I start kind of close to the big park. Oh, shoot, I did not. Okay, so this is not going to be a successful 100% run. Some people can do it with this park first. I haven't come up with a system yet that's been successful with that. So I still, even if I start by that park, I don't mess around there. I head down to this other park. See that taco on that building? This big park is near that taco. I love to see running guys right in a row like that. Now I'm at the big park. I'm going to just wipe out a bunch of this stuff and head back down to the park I wanted to be at. This time that strip of trees was just behind the strip of row of apartment complexes because the map got rotated. So see, it doesn't always look the same. Like you can't always see kind of what's behind the buildings that you're working on, but the map is exactly the same. It's just rotated differently. There's one car, two cars, and I always count as I swallow them, not just as I see them. Okay, I left some stuff back here. 3 cars. Shoot, I got hung up on that corner. You can get hung up on those corners and it's really frustrating. I found the best way to deal with that is to just take your thumb off of it for a minute. I don't remember if that was 4. I'm doing a lot of talking, so I don't remember what I got going on here. Anyway, there's 16 seconds left, so I'm not going to make it. I'm actually just going to try to do my best to shove a bunch of these buildings off. It works for me in this area. But so that's basically the whole idea. So I hope you have fun with it. I hope you can manage to get the 99 point or the whole 100%. If you look at my score, it's 93.42. At the top, it shows 94.54. Those are things that after my time ran out, it still fell into the mouth there of my cat. My best score is 99.91, which you can see right under that 94.54. I'll show you one more thing that's really cool real quick. When you play in basic or the classic mode, which is where you go around and you try to eat more stuff and get bigger than anybody else in 2 minutes, you can reach these skins. I reached this one by reaching the diamond rank. At the very top of my screen, you'll see like a little shield with some stars in it and a big orange line. That's actually, it has like stars that you have to accumulate at the end of each round. I've already gotten every kind of skin there is on here, and I'm going to go through real quick how to get each one of the skins. But there's usually a bar, and it shows how many stars you still need to get. Reaching the diamond rank required 9 out of 9 with the stars. and then gold rank 6 out of 6. So you automatically go up 3 out of 3. When you get to here, you already have 3 out of 6 because you've gotten to this 3 out of 3. So you just, each time you get another 3 up at the top there, it goes level up. You get a certain amount of stars depending on what you do. The fastest way to accumulate the stars is on this solo mode, especially when you get good at it. You get I want to say like 50 stars when you get to 90%, something like that. Or maybe it's 95%. I can't remember. You get 100 stars if you clear it off. So every time you get, it's either 50 or 100 stars up at the top, you get another 1 on these on this 3 out of 3. Okay, so reach the max size 3 times in classic mode. Okay, so classic mode again is not this solo mode. It's the basic mode of play. And once you get to a certain size, you can't get any larger no matter how much more stuff you eat. So if you're in the classic mode, not in any other mode, and you reach that maximum size potential 3 times, you'll get this pig. This, I had to kill 10 holes in classic mode. There's other holes moving around when you're playing in classic mode, and if you run over them, I always think of it as eating them, but basically, I guess, sucking them into your black hole. If you get 10 of those, you get this skin. This one's cool. You have to score 2,000 points in classic mode. My best so far is 2127, I guess. This one, you score 1,000 points in classic mode, so obviously you'd get this one before this one. This one, you have to end a game in the first place, and that's relatively, you'll get this one probably a lot sooner than you'll get anything else. This one, you have to eat 15 cops in classic mode, so you see these policemen, there's one, if I move this just like this, there's a policeman walking right onto that shoulder of the curb. Oh, there's another one walking right up by this, right up by the skin. I'm pointing at her with this frying pan looking thing. So if you eat 15 of those, you get the this whale, I guess it is. This one, you have to eat 100 people of any kind, I think. Then eat 50 cars, you get this one. Eat 75 buildings, you get this one. This one, if you play 7 days in a row, you have to make sure you play, I think, on classic mode, but I'm not positive. I always did just to make sure. You get this fidget spinner. This one you just have to play the next day also. All of these are automatically there. These you can just choose a color and use them. But so, okay, I'm going to go ahead and scroll over and show you how you get the rest of them. There's one that's really hard to understand. Where was I? Silver rank. Okay, silver rank. Oh, there's my little thing saying how long I'm recording. Okay, diamond rank, 9 out of 9. Platinum rank, master rank. This one's kind of cool. The last rank. And then here's something that's neat. This skin right here, the skin's not all that great or all that cool, but it's fun achieving it because the zoo escape. Every time you play classic mode, there's some type of animal. A cat, a spider, a snake, a giraffe, an elephant. There was a wolf. I can't remember all of them, but that's how you get this zoo escape. You get all 12 of those animals. So you, at the bare minimum, you'd have to play 10 times or 12 times to get this skin. But you're going to have to play a lot more than that because other people could get the animal, or you might not even see the animal the whole time, whatever. Be a serial killer. This one was tricky to figure out. When you eat one of those holes, it says kill. And then when you eat, you know how as you're eating things, you know, it says +4, +1, depending on the size of the thing you eat, it says kill, just like that in white, right above your little guy. When you get another one relatively quickly, you eat other hole that's driving around trying to eat stuff. Relatively quickly, it says double kill, then triple kill, quadra kill, pentakill, sextakill, and then serial killer. So I think it's 7. I don't think it goes to septakill. So I think when you hit 7 in relatively quick succession, you can become a serial killer. And actually, they respawn. Just because you got eaten, you get 2 minutes to become the biggest person. Or to get the biggest score. You respawn after about 5 seconds, meaning you'll be invisible to everybody, but your guy will pop up again. And you can move your little hole around and show up in a different spot, or you can just sit right there and show up in the same spot. But those can be eating the same person over and over again can be included in your serial killer status, but I think you have to eat them faster than that 5 seconds, which that allows. So let's say you eat a guy, and then you eat another guy, then you eat the same guy you originally ate again, then you eat the other guy again, so you can keep going back and forth, and you can get to be a serial killer like that, too. It doesn't have to be 5 separate guys, or rather 7 separate guys. This one is the last one. 1 for whole, whole for 1. This is the most confusing one to figure out how you get the skin. You not only have to achieve each of these skins, but you have to play with them at least once. And I don't know if that means you have to play with them in classic mode. I did play with each one of them in classic mode. And I'll just go over one last thing here. Some of these skins are... I don't necessarily like using them. Some people like using them, but they leave this crazy trail of madness behind them. This one leaves like this olive green grossness behind him as he's driving around. This one, it's really cool to look at. I'll actually use it so you can see it. It's like this smoke and fire and like explosion type stuff going on as you're eating things. So it looks really cool. And I would imagine if you were another player on the board, it would look really intimidating with this guy coming at you, especially since you have to reach the last rank to get it. So not a lot of other players would be at the last rank. The problem is, though, I honestly do not think that you are playing against other real players. The reason is, if I minimize this screen in the middle of my playing, it will be at the same time when I pull it back up again. So, like, I took a phone call once. That's how I found it out. I took a phone call once. At the end of my phone call, this screen, this whole game, popped back up again, and I was still at the same amount of time I needed, like a minute and 32 seconds or whatever. You know, so obviously those other players wouldn't have to sit there and wait for a minute and 32 seconds, and since it's the same players that are still on the board, I really don't think you're honestly with other players. The same thing happens in battle mode. So as cool as that would be if it was a real online game where you're playing against other people, I don't think it is. Okay. So I'm going to just tell you real quick the other ones. This one trails a trail of mud behind it, so that's kind of crazy. This one just spins, and it's cool to look at. This one has, like, sparkles and stuff coming from it. It's really neat to look at, too. This one doesn't... It looks like it would just be kind of, you know, lame looking at it, but it kind of, like, the frying pan sizzles and stuff. It's kind of neat. This one doesn't trail anything. This one trails, like, blue water behind it. This one trails, like, blood behind it. It's gross. This one doesn't do anything except for spin. Same thing with that one. And this one spins around in a circle like a real fidget spinner. It's really neat. And then this one kind of like hearts pop up as you're eating stuff. So that's kind of neat. I'll just play one time real quick to show you what I mean by it trailing stuff behind it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play twice. I'm going to play once in classic mode, once in battle mode. So, okay, this will be classic mode. I'm going to select the pit. Oh, okay. I'm going to change my mode. So I'm going to go to classic mode. So this is the regular game mode. You have to get the best score in 2 minutes. And I'll hit play. It would be hilarious if I embarrassed myself and didn't get the first place. Your main concern in this one is to quick go ahead and eat up all these little yellow things, because you want to get as big as you can. Obviously, also, just like when you're trying to eat the whole screen, get to these parks. Because you get to this park, you'll get that little crown on your head. See that crown spinning up there? You eat so much stuff so fast, and look how much slower your guy goes. It's like, it's kind of boring compared to the other thing. Now this one, since I'm not worried about eating the whole screen, I do have a system. Getting these rows of cars, there's a row of ambulances behind there I just ate, and there's a row of cars right here that I'm eating. You can't see it because of the rotation that it's in this time. But see the trail of mud it's dragging behind it? I mean, I guess it's okay on classic mode because you're not trying to eat every last little thing. But it's kind of gross. Anyway, so okay, there's another hole. So as I drive over it, see it says kill plus 20. And then this guy is small. Everybody's smaller than me. This guy I'm going to get a kill plus 45. I'm going to hit that other guy. Kill plus 20. I'm going to try to show you what it looks like. Double kill. Triple kill. So that's what it looks like when you kill a bunch of guys, you know, like right in a row. See, and then they respawn. Got that guy. Got that. Oops. 2. Double kill. He respawned. Oh. So I guess I didn't get guys fast enough. There's double kill. Once you eat something in this mode, it's gone for good. It won't come back up again. There are more cars and there's more stuff going on here, but once you've eaten it, it never comes back again. So if somebody else eats it, it's gone too. Okay, and I'll just show you one other thing here. I am going to show you battle mode. And I'm going to change my skin to... This is like my favorite skin. I just think it looks just so awesome. It's like this wave of destruction. You're like burning and on fire. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Alright, I'm going to head for that string of yellow pylons. They all seem to go in the same direction. See that taco on the corner of that building? I know the park that I really like is down here because I saw the taco, but a bunch of people already ate stuff out of the park. Okay. That was really quick. I got eaten. You have to get fast big on battle mode. You just have to get fast really big. And I didn't get to the park before everybody else got to the park. So consequently, they ate all the small stuff and they got big really quick. And my pride is just hurt here. So I'm going to change skins and show you one more time. Oh, this skin's a pretty cool skin. I'm going to go ahead and select this skin and play. Alright, so hopefully I win this time in battle mode so that I'm not... See, look at all the guys you got there. It's crazy. Okay, and they all are kind of going in the same direction here. Okay, you just want to size up as fast as possible. I'm in the lead right now. And on this mode, I'm obviously not... Ooh, that guy got to me. Okay, once you die in this mode, it's not like classic mode. Once you die, you're gone for good. So, you might not necessarily be interested in eating people when you're in classic mode. You might be focused on something else. That's no big deal. However, when you get to this mode, you want to go ahead and eat people. I do have a trick, though. If you don't get big fast enough, if there's other big people out there, once you get to the max size, I noticed even if you... There's no time limit on this. And once you get to the highest size, it says you won anyway. That's another reason I don't think you're playing against other people. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this guy. See at the top right-hand corner... Oh, it went by too fast. I don't know. If you rewind this video like 10 seconds, you'll see it. It shows the people that are closest to you in the top corner. It shows what level they're at and what level you're at. Anyway, that's the entire thing. That's everything I could possibly think to tell you about Hole.io. This video is probably super long. I don't know, game modes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Leave a comment in this video if you can figure what this is all about. Local multiplayer mode. When I click on it... Okay. So I've selected it. I hit play. I can either create a room, which I figure is like Agar.io. Or join an existing room, which is like Agar.io. If I join an existing room... It goes like this. I don't even understand it. If I create a room, It says you need your phone to be available to other people for 120 seconds. I've tried it. You just sit there and nothing ever happens. Oh, obviously you tap on this and you can change your name. I'm always Sherry T, whatever. So I'm just going to back out of there because that's like stupid. I just can't figure it out. So, okay, so my main goal, I play solo run constantly now because my main goal is to get that 100%, 99.91. If you've gotten the whole 100% already, let me know because it's, I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know if I'm missing the same thing every time or what, but maybe you can show me on your video. All right, that's it. Let's see how long this... Wow, 25 minutes long. You guys have got to be bored out of your minds. Okay, I'll talk to you later.